McDonald's breakfast bagel sauce, a real dupe. Not that stuff you see online. Angry cooking with Renee, your opinion's not in the damn recipe. First, you're going to need a half a cup of mayonnaise. I'm using Duke's. Use whatever kind of mayonnaise you want. Do not use Miracle Whip. That's gross. Do that. Half a cup of mayonnaise. Now, I know y'all have seen the Copycat recipes that have steak sauce, mustard, a lemon, and some mayonnaise. That's a great sauce, but that's not it. Because they don't have mustard in their sauce or steak sauce in their sauce. Anyways, here's what you need. Get white cheddar cheese powder. I'm stealing a pack out of the white cheddar craft. You need a teaspoon of this powder. You can also buy white cheddar powder from like the Zon or something. But I'm going to use this white cheddar powder from this. 1 teaspoon. Trust me. Look, I'm not playing with y'all. I research my shit. I know what I'm talking about most of the time. Well, sometimes. Anyway, shut up. And you need a teaspoon of buttermilk powder. You can find it in the bacon aisle. Like baking spices and stuff. Mine at my grocery is at the bottom shelf, so people can't actually see it. Put that in your damn bowl. Then you're going to need an 1/8. This is when you're going to use your little tiny spoons. An 1/8 of a teaspoon of, what's this one? Onion powder. An 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. And an 1/8 of a teaspoon of dill. You can add more if you want of the dill. 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. I know y'all don't like sugar, but look, they use corn syrup in theirs. So we're gonna replicate the sweetness by doing that. You're also going to need, shut up. You're just going to need a pinch of salt. Just a pinch. A little black pepper, like a couple grinds of black pepper. And see, I think people thought mustard was in it because it was like a little yellow colored. It's actually turmeric. They use turmeric extracts in theirs. I'm going to just put a little bit of turmeric. Just the slightest shake. Just the slightest shake. And here's the important part. Here's the important part. You're going to need a 1/16 of a teaspoon of liquid smoke. A 1/16. You know how hard it is to measure that? This little teeny measuring spoon. Liquid smoke is really, really strong. You just need a 1/16. Ooh. Put that in the damn bowl. And then mix it around. Once you've mixed it around a little bit, add 2 tablespoons of water. Because you're going to need to thin it out. And just a little tiny squeeze of lemon juice. Just the tiniest little drops. Just a little bit. Just the tiniest little bit. And then mix that around. Once you got it all mixed up, it's going to look a little loose. It will thicken because of the buttermilk powder and the cheese powder. Let it sit in the refrigerator for at least an hour. At least an hour. So the flavors can marry and stuff. Do that. Overnight's better, but at least an hour, okay? And there you have it.